It's a bright sunny day and everything is arranged perfectly in your room. All of a sudden, there is a tremor and the arranged things fall off from their places. Well, the concern here is not the rearrangement of stuff. The concern is to know why it happened. Do you have any idea why it could have happened? And what is the thing that caused it called? Yes, it's called an earthquake. Let's get to know about this natural phenomenon in a bit more detail. Firstly, let's understand the structure of Earth. The internal structure as well, it's somewhat like this. Earth consists of many different layers. It starts from the hot solid inner core followed by liquid outer core, mantle and crust on which we live. The layer of the Earth which is of our interest is referred to as the crust. Now tell me, is the crust made up of parts joined together or is it made up of a single huge structure? Well, I'm sure your answer is that it's only a single structure making the complete sphere. But that's apparently wrong. Even though it seems to be one, the complete crust is made up of many layers joined together. Yes, and do you know what these parts are called? Scientifically, we address them as the tectonic plates. So the upper layer of the Earth is made up of tectonic plates joined together. But why are we discussing about these plates here? It's simple. These plates are not stationary. They are continuously moving. Earthquake is a result of the collision or sliding of these tectonic plates. When the plates collide head-on, they push each other up above the surface. This is the reason why mountains are formed. Yes, the Himalayas were also formed like this. The collision between the Eurasian plate and the Indian plate resulted in the Himalayas. Sometimes the two plates brush past each other or one of the plate dives below the other. Most of the earthquakes result from the plates brushing past each other. However, they can all result in earthquakes. So we can say that earthquakes are caused due to movements of plates. These plates keep moving relative to one another all the time. But we don't experience earthquakes frequently. Well, the basic reason is that the movements of these plates are very mild. Thus, very weak waves are produced. However, if the movement of plates is very aggressive, then it may lead to strong waves generated from the point where the plates collide or slide past each other. These strong waves result in severe movement or shakes. The point where the quake originates in the Earth's crust is called the focus. And the point on the Earth's surface exactly above the focus is called the epicenter. How can we understand this? The wave of tremor is generated at the focus and it reaches the epicenter. Can we predict when and where these plates collide the most to cause earthquakes? If we can predict it, we can keep ourselves safe, right? Nope, unfortunately we can't. We cannot predict earthquakes, although we are well aware of the most prone areas. Yes, the study of earthquakes, which is scientifically called seismology, has identified various areas on the Earth that are more prone to earthquakes. These are called the seismic zones or simply fault zones. Where do you think these seismic zones are situated? Yes, they are situated at the boundaries of the tectonic plates. For example, in India, we find the western and the central Himalayas along with Kashmir to be included in this zone. Similarly, the northeastern region and even the northwestern regions like Rajasthan and also the run of Kutch come under the seismic zones. You can see from the map that these cities or states are either on the boundary or near the boundary of tectonic plates. One of the examples of a severe earthquake that hit one of these regions is in Bhuj on the 26th of January in the year 2001. But how do we know that the earthquake was severe? Do we guess the severity based on the loss of property? No. The intensity of the earthquake is calculated with the help of an instrument called a seismograph. And what are the units to measure this? Well, the intensity of the earthquake is expressed in terms of magnitude on a particular scale. And this scale is called the Richter scale. Intensity close to 7 is usually considered severe. Do you know that the earthquake in Bhuj we just spoke about had a magnitude greater than 7.5? Yes, disastrous is the word. But how do we save ourselves during such unpredictable and unfortunate incidents? Well, even though we can't predict it, we can definitely keep in mind a few safety measures for such situations. Do watch our next video to learn about these safety measures.